another video in the Golang series. In this video we're gonna talk about how you can like manually input stuff in your Golang programming. Okay, this is basically a video in user input in Golang. Now a thing I would like to say is taking an input in Golang is comparatively tougher as compared to other kinds of programming languages, I must say. Like, of all the programming languages that I've done till now, this process, like taking input in Golang, has been the most extensive and the most complicated process I've found out. In other kinds of programming languages, taking input is quite simple actually. Even in C, like low level languages like C, taking an input is what should I say, like quite simple. Okay, like you look at it one time, you get the hold of it. In Golang, you're not gonna get the hold of taking user input in just one go. It's a complex process. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this code base in front of you guys, and I'm gonna explain this code firstly to all of you, and then I'm gonna code along with you. Okay, so you know what package main is by now. You know the import statement fmt. Don't look at this two import statements right now. Okay, you know the import statement fmt. You know that we can use aliases like this. Nothing is gonna of course it's giving error. This is because it hasn't been changed right now to f. Let me do it, just a sec. Okay, so it's okay. Like you can import aliases over here. Like, not import aliases, like name your packages with an alias so that you don't have to type all of that. So okay, like you guys know up till now. So the two main packages you need for an user input in Golang is buff.io and OS. Okay, like you need to import this package as well. Now up till now we have imported only one kind of package in Golang, that is fmt. When you're importing multiple packages in Golang, what you gonna do is, like, you cannot list stuff like giving commas in between. Like, no, it's not gonna happen like that. So import, and then you open a first bracket. You name your packages one by one. Okay, fmt, what's the next package? Buff.io, what's the next package? OS. Okay, and alias again once more. So yeah, how that's how you're gonna import things in Golang. If you wanna make multiple imports in Golang, there may be other packages over here as well. There may be strings over here. There may be strconf package over here. Okay, these are giving errors again because it's not used in your code base. Okay, if anything that isn't used in a code base and declared necessarily in Golang, the compiler will throw you an error. Okay, so that's it. Over here, what I did is, this thing is unnecessary regarding to user input. That's a welcome statement, like welcome to user input section in Golang. Using the walrus operator, if you remember from my previous videos how to use walrus operator, this could pretty much have been var. I'm like taking you guys on a revision from the previous video as well. Okay, var welcome equal to the string, command c, command v, and if dot println welcome. This could have been pretty much this and not this. Same thing, doesn't matter. Okay, using the walrus operator just make your code base look cleaner, and I think it's a better approach, nothing more than that. Okay, so a quick revision of that thing, and like moving on to the next thing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna initialize reader over here with the help of a walrus operator. Any, like, you can initialize it with var as well. I think if you like what should I say, like, copy the syntax in your head, it's gonna like help you remember stuff. Like, first of all, if you are new to Go programming, and second of all, like, if you're new to any kinds of programming, just don't gonna try experiment on things at the beginning, especially this kind of things, like where stuff is getting complicated. Okay, if you're new to like Golang programming, still I'll suggest you use the walrus operator over here. Like, there is a particular kind of syntax you need to remember, and after that, if you are comfortable with it, you can experiment on with it, right? So right now I think it's gonna help you a lot if you just remember this kind of syntaxes. Okay, so yeah, like, You need to initialize a reader with the walrus operator with buff.io package dot new reader os dot std in. Okay, you are gonna get a lot of things over here. I'm gonna show you while I'm code it myself. This thing is unnecessary, just a print statement. Okay, so uh, I want your focus on this line input, comma and space and an underscore. I am initializing the reader with a read string and slash n. Now, what does this mean actually? Over here, uh, what did I tell you? Like Golang handles errors seriously or more graciously. Uh, it's basically a kind of a backend language, so it gives a lot of focus on how you're displaying errors or how you're showing your errors, right? So like over here, what I'm doing is I'm taking the input variable, assigning reader dot read string slash n to it, and I do not want to display an error over here. Like what should I get an error in? Like just initializing a variable. Okay, so like consoling any error over here is completely unnecessary, I think. So what you can do is just give a underscore. Like you're not like you do not wanna display any error over here, so you're just giving an underscore. Okay, reader dot read string slash n, and over here you're just printing out stuff and nothing else. So basically, um, the user input thing is of two lines. Okay, this thing and this thing. You're gonna have a little bit of difficulty remembering this stuff. However, it's gonna come with practice. That's all I need. I would say. Okay. Now, okay, let's comment this out. Okay, let's comment this out and try to write our own thing. Okay, I'm not going into the welcome message and stuff like that. Okay, so what did I say first? Reader. Okay, walrus operator. Okay, using the buff.io package, buff.io dot, you're gonna a lot of things. New reader. Okay, I'm gonna display the other packages here afterwards. Okay, os dot std, sorry, st is stand in out error, input output, you're displaying an error. Pretty much, what should I say, like self-explanatory. Okay, std in. Okay, let's display here something, I guess. F dot print and say something about yourself. Okay, now say something about yourself. Okay, sorry. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, sorry. This reader thing is giving an error because I haven't used it in our programming till now. Now I'm gonna take a variable, comma, underscore. Okay, this is the syntax: input, comma, comma, underscore. This thing should have been error and variable like this. Okay, but I'm not gonna console out any error over here because it's completely unnecessary to console out an error just for inputting a variable. Okay, so okay, input, comma, for the error you're gonna give underscore, and what you're gonna again initialize it like walrus operator. It could pretty much have been var. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but we are gonna use the walrus operator over here. Okay, and now we are gonna use this reader thing, reader reader. What I wanted to do, read my string until a next line, until a next line is has been encountered. Okay, okay, there has been a spelling mistake over here. Okay, read a thing until a next line is encountered. This is if you're familiar with other kinds of programming languages, you will know like slash n is basically used to move on to the next line. So what I need this input thing to do is read my string. Like if I'm going of course gonna give spaces like this, like between my strings, right? So after the next space it shouldn't like display the things, it should read my string until and unless I hit an enter and move on to the next line. So read string until the next line thing is encountered, and then Okay, so you can see the error from reader has moved on because I have used a reader over here. It's now giving an error on input. This is because I haven't used the input of anywhere. So f dot print ln once again the input is just display your input. The error will move on. Okay, and if you what do I say like print the type of this thing and stuff. The type of sorry, this input is okay. Percentage t is necessary. Percentage t slash n comma input. Let's check it out. Oh, sorry, just a second. Cd 0 through user input. Now we are ready to go. Say something about yourself. Hello, I am Ritanka Shah. The input is hello, I'm Ritanka Shah. The type of this input is string. Another important thing is in Golang is it doesn't directly support like what should I say integer variable inputs. Okay, so what you need to do is taking the integer variable input as string, and after that you can convert it into integers. Okay, so there are basically other packages for that like strings and the packages that I wrote first like strings and strconf. This kind of packages are used for stuff like that, but I'm not going to show you in this video. We're going to use that kind of thing earlier, but like we're gonna use that kind of thing in my later videos. So I'm gonna explain it like the how to take an integer input there itself. It's completely unnecessary to extend this video by showing that thing. Okay, so pretty much that it. Then another recap is main important two lines over here is how you're initializing the reader with buffer.new reader os.std in, and how you're initializing your input variable, which is like helping the reader to read the string until the next line is encountered or until I hit the enter button, in plain language. So yeah, basically that's it for user input in Golang.